you hear me now? I have options. This is amazing. I normally don't have that. I'm going to take this one though. Take it and love it and have it as my own. The first thing I wanted to talk about was the weather. Yeah, I know, right? It's just a little bit of water. I don't understand what it is. It makes up 3/4 of the Earth's surface. 80% of the human body is made of water. And yet, a little bit of it hits Oklahoma pavement and everybody in the state forgets how to drive. I don't understand that. Well, I do understand that because a friend of mine pointed out to me that water is the most powerful element on the face of the planet, and I am inclined to agree with him because I know too many women who retain it. Yes, that is a beautiful sound. A woman laughing at that joke. It doesn't happen very often, but when it does, it's beautiful, and I embrace it. But yeah, no, the ice storm hit, and it was sad because I think I might have already been spending too much time around my girlfriend. We worked together, we lived together, we were already using the same mannerisms and gestures, and then we got snowed in. I fucking started menstruating. And we're on the same cycle. So our fights are intense. Oh my goodness gracious. I'm getting up here, getting a little mic time. It's been a while since I've been on stage, a couple of weeks. But I'm emceeing this week at the Looney Bin. I'm going to be the host and the front man, the face of the entire evening, which the pressure is on for me on that one because this is Valentine's Day weekend and we're going to have a lot of people out there for dates. And guys are going to be looking to me to set the mood, to help them get laid. And that's not my forte. That's not what I do. And I'm sorry, going out expecting a romantic evening of stand-up comedy is like expecting a wacky slapstick evening of astrophysics. It's just, it's possible. It's just probably not going to happen. But I'm among the ranks of people who will be celebrating Valentine's Day. I've got a wonderful woman in my life. I love her dearly. I do. I know it's something special when you find somebody who wants to be wined and dined, and that's great. But fellas, if you can find a woman who wants to be stoned and boned, you hold her tight and don't let her go. She is special. But I'm a bad influence. I know that. I am a bad influence because before we got together, she had never, ever smoked pot. And I'm like, here, try this. And she's like, I love you. And I'm like, yeah, I love you too. But I don't care who you are. If you smoke pot, if you don't smoke pot, everybody's heard it, right? Puff, puff, pass. Right, right. You puff, puff, and you hand it off. You don't just set it down and fucking walk away. You know, like, oh shit, I'm going to the kitchen because I've got the munchies. Nobody else needs it. You share. I drilled that into her head. You share, you share. So she started sharing with the cat. Just ripping on the wall. Baby, you have not thought this through. That's a carnivore. And you're giving her the munchies, and she doesn't like. You know, I look over and the cat's just. Oh God, I'm delicious. Like she's releasing flavor crystals. I'm like, I understand, kitty cat, I do. I like eating pussy myself. I do. And I'll tell you why. That is casual dining at its finest. No shoes, no shirt, no problem. It is okay to eat with your elbows on the table. You can have breakfast in bed. It's an all-you-can-eat buffet. Proudly serving bearded clam brand hoo-ha. If it weren't for the fact that it's only in season 3 weeks out of the month, I would be a vegetarian. I would. Do we want to stop talking about eating pussy now and move on? We're going to do that? No. I'm going familiar with Facebook, right? It's a social networking site that allows you to lie to your friends. They have a nice little application now. Whenever you're mobile, you can let your friends know where you are. They call it checking in. I thought it would be funny to create a check. Corey just checked into his girlfriend's vagina. I thought it would be funny. And I was right. I just didn't realize how funny it was going to be, because the very first thing it does is creates a whole page devoted to my girlfriend's hoo-ha. It's got a little picture up in the corner, which normally is just a little thumbtack that they put on the map where it's at. But the thing is, their little thumbtack is an upside-down teardrop with a little circle in the middle. Right next to it says view map or get directions. And I'm like, that is modern day living right there. Fuck foreplay. I'm just going to go straight to my girlfriend's vagina. Yes. Underneath that says, is this your business? And it asked me for a description of the place that I was going to. So I said, of course, casual dining at its finest. But then the comments started rolling. The very first one was, what are you doing on your phone? And I'm like, bragging. But then my friends decided that they were going to chime in, and they were like, save me a seat. I understand it's a room-me establishment. Fuck you. No, I'm not sharing. And two, it's not a roomy establishment. I'm happy when they can squeeze me in. Oh, yeah, that's a horrible joke. Oh, but it's true. It's funny because it's true. But yeah, I was talking about Facebook, and like I said, it allows you to lie to people, and I don't want to lie to you, but Facebook would. I know this girl. I'm not going to call her a friend. That's Facebook's job. I know this girl. She is, I shit you not, a honest-to-God, bona fide, homeless sexual. She has a type. A homeless sexual. She only likes boys who have nowhere else to go. But, this is the beautiful part, she has the best pickup line I've ever encountered in my life. I have a vagina. Would you like to try it on? Never fails. That's all I've got on that one, really. I mean, there's a little bit about her like having money and keeping them, but that's not really the point. So we'll go ahead and talk a little bit more about the ice storm with the stupidest joke that I wrote while being pinned up in the house. I had to call the cops on my neighbors because they were doing donuts in the parking lot. Donuts is their dog. And if they're going to pull that shit, I don't understand why they taught it to bark rape. I just don't. Like I said, that was the stupidest joke I wrote all week. Thank you for not laughing at that. That is the appropriate response.